What is going on, guys? It is your favorite Big Dog Breaks here, and I was really debating today. Was I gonna post a break that Autumn and I did recently, and she's wanting me to post it because it's one that she had bought the box for, or did I want to keep going with the autographs, in-person autographs? And honestly, the response from you guys on the last video was awesome. I was enjoying hearing your stories. For those of you who didn't see it, it was I posted the letter A for the last name of autographs I've gotten from baseball players. The last name starting with A. The reason I'm doing it by alphabetized is because that's how I have them organized. So I thought, hey, Autumn, today I'm gonna do the letter B and see. We got a lot more last name with B. What kind of stories do people have out there? Who have they met? Thought it was really cool last time. TCB was sharing how Brad Osmus, when he was a baby, walked him around the field during spring training. Deso Ducks, well, he was sharing how he does a lot of his through the mail. So I'd be interested to know if you've gotten any of these guys, either from last time or this time, of any of these guys through the mail. I know like STL Cards just point out Rick Ankiel from the last one as a Cardinals fan. So, anyways, let's jump into it. This is the letter B. I go through these cards could be once every year, once every couple years. Really just depends on when I get to them. So I figured let's go through them together for the first time in a while for me, and we'll see if any stories and start from the top here. So Matt Belisle, yeah, he was. I'm trying to get the distance right on these so you can see him without the reflection. Matt Belisle was going to be a stud for the Braves, and he ended up doing really not much anything. Aaron Boone, the household name right there, Mr. Home Run in the playoffs. The Boone family was just overall good at signing. Hey, look at that, right on cue. Brett Boone was good at signing, and that's talk about a dynasty. Father Bob Boone, son Brett and Aaron, Michael Barrett. I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. I think this is one of the nicest guys that ever played professional baseball. Expos, I think he was with the Cubs. And a funny story about him is we met him in maybe, see if I have it on the back of any of these cards. We'll say, 2000, 2001. Met him one of the games at the Braves Stadium, took a picture with him, and you can see he signed a whole bunch. And then a year later, we went back and we got that same card, or we got that picture signed from him that we took from the year before, printed it out, got him to sign it. And he was wearing the exact same shirt, no lie, exact same shirt in the picture that he was wearing that day. It was one of the funniest things, funniest moments I've seen. Alan Bennis, I think I have an Andy Bennis too. And I've never seen a baseball player blush as much as he did in that moment. It's like this guy's making millions, and he's got the same exact shirt on. Paul Bird, he's I think an announcer now for the Braves. Talk about a guy that does not look like an athlete. He looks like your Bobby Bonilla, the man just making money every year from a smart contract. And Craig Biggio, what a bummer, because he signed it with a black pen that was getting handed around and not the blue pen. And this card would have looked so good with a blue pen. And it is, what could have been. It could have been a really nice signature. Instead, I don't like how that turned out at all. Anyways, Michael Barrett, yeah, wearing the same shirt, cracked me up. And Paul Bird, yeah, does not look like an athlete. And it's amazing. These pitchers never look like athletes, especially the relievers. Josh Beckett, Florida, the Marlins were one of the best signing teams back even during their World Series year. Chris Benson, Milton Bradley. Milton Bradley. Always thought that was a funny name growing up. No relation to the board game. Bruce Bochy, Rico Bronya, Ricky Bones, AJ Burnett. He was a stud. Carlos Baerga. He signed a lot. He was a nice guy. AJ Burnett. AJ Burnett, I do not remember being that friendly. Josh Beckett again. And I always thought it was kind of cool when guys were writing, a Bible verse on there. It took a little time extra to put something additional on their signature. So as you know from last time, we would go to the games, mainly at the Atlanta Braves. We would go to the St. Louis Cardinal games, and we'd go to spring training every year. Who's that? Jeff Brantley. Is that Harold Baines? Yes, it is. Pat Burrell. He was also a guy that was going to blow up as a big name for the Phillies, and I don't remember him ever. He signed a lot. I don't remember him ever really blossoming the way they thought he would. Eric Burns, cool. Eric Burns is now the manager of the Savannah Bananas team. This guy, you want to talk about a funny guy with an active social media. This guy's always on the go there. Chris Burke, Larry Bigby. So the way it worked with these guys is, for me as a kid, I would just, I'd hand them 3 cards. I'd get, hand them 3 cards, and sometimes they'd take them and they'd sign them and and they just sign each one and hand them back to you. Rod Beck, look at that flow. Cubbies. And sometimes they would sign one and hand it back to you, and a lot of guys would put them into booklets, with the corners, and so they'd have they'd have a sheet here with all 6 cards. Sometimes you get somebody signing all of them. Sometimes they sign one, and sometimes the players wouldn't sign for those guys because they assumed they were selling them. Dante Bichette, look at that. That is an awesome card. The blue is popping magnificently on that gold background. I love that card. He's got 2 sons, obviously Bo, and then his other son played for like a year, and then he turned into kind of a weird dude. I think he does like some rock music. It's not rock. He's a weird guy. The other son's weird. Okay, Larry Boa, Wilson Benemit, Bruce Benedict. Who was that? I don't know. Kent Bottenfield. So D Brown, okay, cool. Z Brown actually lives pretty close to me now, and he reached out to me on LinkedIn, seeing that I was local and that I'd worked in sports, and we had discussed a little bit how to get his clinic that he runs, ways to get his name out there a little bit more. So here's a ticket back from 1999, Astros versus Braves. Someone named Barker signed it. If we didn't have a card for him, we'd just get whatever we could sign, again, just like this. It's like Paul Bacco signed that, you can see. And that was in 99, August 11th. Bagwell. There we go. Getting to the Hall of Famers here. This guy signed all the time. Would never talk to you. Funny thing about Bagwell, I saw him in St. Louis one time. He was walking up the street into the stadium. Oh, and Berkman too. All right. What do they call them? They didn't call them the Bash Bros. They called them the 3 Bs. There was some B name for Bagwell, Biggio, and Berkman. I forget what it was. I think that's the only Berkman I had. I don't think he signed very often. That's a nice one. Bagwell was walking up the street, and just you could tell who he was from a mile away because his beard got bigger every year. And, oh, cool. I got a triple autograph there. Marlon Anderson, Ronnie Belliard, and Orlando Cabrera. You would always try. So that one I obviously didn't get him on. That was in 99 at Turner Field. I don't have a date on that one. And Bagwell's walking up, and I go up to him, Mr. Bagwell, will you sign? Literally took the card from me, signed it. And then I was like, oh, Mr. Bagwell, would you mind if I asked for another autograph? He goes, only one per person, and then kept going. I thought I could, I was like 11 at the time. I thought I could pull the kid card. Carlos Beltran, look at that beauty. And this, I believe I got this when he was a rookie with the Royals at spring training. Kevin Brown, another stud. Marlon Byrd, Kenny Baugh, David Bush, David Bell, Ben Broussard. I remember him signing a lot. Hiram Bocachica. Tony Batista, also a super nice dude. Very quiet, very shy, but he always signed. I think I got him when he was with the Diamondbacks, I want to say. Another Batista, Buddy Bell, Dusty Baker. Managers were pretty good. Oh, yeah, there's the Broussards. Managers were usually pretty good about signing. I even got another Michael Barrett spoiling. Wade Boggs. That's a Hall of Famer that loves to sign. This guy genuinely loved the game. And I'm sure he still does. David Bell, Jay Bell. I keep losing my train of thought as I'm seeing new guys. And all right, last stack. I appreciate you guys always sticking with me. Jeff Blum, Jason Bay. He was a good dude. He was a good player for the Pirates. Jeff Baker, Botalico, Ricky Botalico. He was a big guy, I think. Maybe not. Maybe oh no, I'm thinking of Bottenfield. Another Harold Baines, Damon Buford. There he is, Andy Bennis on the rated rookie. Didn't usually get rookie signed, but if it's the only card I had, I would. And there he is, Kent Bottenfield. Yeah, that's a big old boy. All right, guys, that does it for the Bees. Couple Hall of Famers in there, and some names I'm sure you remember. Thank you for tuning in. Please let me know if you've ever had a memory of these guys, ran into them, talked to them at any point. I don't know, whatever. Watched them on TV. If you remember them, if you have a story, that's why we're here. The card community is awesome. You know, we're getting more and more into it as we meet you guys, wanting to share stories and share our personal collections along with the boxes that we break. And as always, it is just truly a pleasure. I think we're at 199 subscribers as of saying this, so please help us get to 200. And look forward to the next video. If you want to see more, if I need to keep doing these and putting off Autumn's videos for her breaks, and you like seeing these by alphabet, let me know, please. Thanks, guys. Big Dog Breaks. Catch you next time.